Looking back, I realize the most elemental relationship is that of mother and child. More than just genetics, there is a nexus between generations that forges a strong bond on the family tree. Parents are the children's first teachers, and my devoted mother fostered her love of language and learning in me from the start, when at 2 years old, I nagged her to show me how to read. At 4, I did crossword puzzles, nestled in the same chair against Mom. She would often say, "I'm going to give you the gift of something no one can ever take away, an education." And that she did, but she gave me more, the gift of herself. She bought me a bike and helped me learn to ride. She enrolled me in music classes, business subjects, and Hebrew, where I got my first teaching job at 13 when I completed Hebrew high school. She taught me how to cook and sew. And she celebrated my achievements in every activity. She was an expert seamstress who dressed me and other children in exquisite clothes for school plays and important events throughout my life. She always championed my cause, ultimately battling my father, who maintained the only thing I needed was a husband, not a degree, after being graduated with honors from high school and college. She toasted my triumph at returning to school on the other side of the desk as an inspired teacher to others, a clone of what she was to me, for I wanted my students to share the same delight in learning that I had discovered. During my long career, I saw myself turning into my mother, giving the gift of my time and talents as a master of language, an author. A scholar, a nurturer, and a teacher who planted a seed that would grow. I saw my mother emerge in me in myriad ways. I became a gracious, generous host because Mom shared everything from her heart. I love Broadway today because she introduced me to live theater with South Pacific starring Mary Martin and Ezio Pinza when I was 6. Although much of her lives on in me, I tremble uncontrollably when I think I will become a victim of the same cruel disease that took the woman I knew and loved from my first breath. I cried for 2 weeks when she no longer knew who I was, and I watched her fade into the oblivion of Alzheimer's in an eternal funeral over the last 23.5 years of her life. And so I am reminded of Robert Frost's words, "Nature's first green is gold, her hardest yew to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay."